Are you skinny fat? Like skinny everywhere in your arms, legs, but you still have fat just center, holding down in the middle? I used to be like you, bro. And trust me, I didn't like it. And it wasn't until I started fixing this one thing that I actually started changing in the right direction. The secret to not being skinny fat is not just lifting, guys, but it's about tracking your macros and choosing the right kind of macros. In this video, guys, I'm gonna show you how to track your macros so that way you start gaining muscle, lose that body fat, and finally get that lean look that you always wanted, not the skinny fat look. So the first thing we gotta ask ourselves, guys, is what are macros? Macros are your 3 basic macronutrients, which are your fats, your carbs, and your protein. Protein helps build your muscle, which is pretty easy, understandable. Carbs fuel your workouts and your daily energy, and fats support your hormones and overall health. Seems easy to understand? By now you got the basic understandings of macronutrients. When you're taking a look at your calories, guys, your calories come from these macros that we're talking about. Your protein and carbs have 4 calories per gram, while fats have 9 calories per gram. Getting the right amount of macros is essential for your body transforming and getting it in the right way. If you're skinny fat, guys, your body probably lacks the muscle it needs and still holds belly fat around the center area. So essentially fixing this means you're losing body fat while building muscle at the same time, which is possible, guys. We need to make sure we're eating enough protein in our diet to where we're actually recovering and building muscle. We need to eat the right amount of carbs to be able to fuel our workouts. And that way, we need to make sure we're eating enough fat so that way our hormones are balanced and we're getting enough testosterone built in our body. Without the right macros, guys, you can't expect to be lean and muscular. It just won't happen, no matter how much you train. So when it comes to tracking your macros, guys, typically what I recommend, you get 30% of your fats for your calories. And then for your carbs, you wanna let it fall into place. And then you wanna make sure you're getting 1 gram of protein per body weight. So for me, since I weigh around 162, 165, it fluctuates some days, I always ensure that I'm getting anywhere from 160 grams of protein to even the highest of 170 grams of protein per day. Sometimes this may happen if I give myself a little bit more calories than usual, or I go out and about and I eat with friends. In order to make sure that we're having the right macros with anything, we need to ensure we're tracking our calories. That also means we're tracking our macros. The macros are pretty much the 3 basic things you need to really target and track, so that way we're making sure we're not being skinny fat. We're getting enough muscle growth in our body. If for some reason you're not getting stronger, and you're not losing fat while you're in your building phase, lower down the carbs, increase the protein, still keep the fats the same, so that way you can keep your body in a burning fat like situation. Guys, don't fear fats. They're really essential for you and essential for your body to function properly. Make sure you're eating healthy fats like avocados, some salmon, peanut butter as well, cheese depending on the type of cheese you eat, but you don't want to avoid fats so that way your hormones could be working properly. Remember, with anything, nutrition is a tool, but actually lifting properly and lifting with intensity, you still have to do it so that way your body can actually change. Nutrition is what you're providing as a fuel and the source in which is going to help your body transform itself. It's just a tool, guys. You still gotta do the basic hard stuff. You still gotta make yourself go to the gym. You still gotta be disciplined, and you still have to try to reach your goals each and every day. Lastly, guys, you wanna stay disciplined in tracking your macros. Make sure you are tracking every single thing. I know some days it's gonna suck. I know some days you're gonna want to not eat what you're supposed to eat, but I'm telling you, this is a lifestyle. You're committed to transforming and changing yourself, and I want you to remember that. If it was easy, everybody would do it, guys. And now that you're starting on this journey and you finally figuring things out by watching this video, I'm happy for you, bro. Congrats. I'm clapping for you and I'm rooting for you. Because guess what, guys? Not many people are willing to sit down through a video and learn the information, the proper information that you need. Sure, some of this information might sound boring. You were expecting some fancy information or some quick answer. No, guys. This channel is all about, cutting through the crap and giving you a realistic way of doing things. I'm trying to help you out. I'm not trying to, just doing this for clicks and views. I genuinely care about your progress, guys. So now that you essentially know about macros and how to track them, I think you're ready for the next step. So if you're ready to take your lifting journey much more serious, then I want you to click on this video over here where I talk about how to get to 10% body fat. It's not gonna be an easy goal, but once you're on the right way to fixing your skinny fat and you have a good foundation, I think you could be ready to be lean and muscular. I'll see you guys in the next video.